Hi everyone, welcome back to Have a Beer with Eric. This is review number 40, and we're back to the regular format with just me in my house. And so for our 40th review, I have a brewery that crosses boundaries in its own way. This is SouthNorte. This is a brewery that was founded in out of the Coronado Brewing Company tasting room in Bay Park area of San Diego, and so this is the first brewery. This is the first American craft brewery to open up a permanent spot in the Mexico side of the border. So they opened in the Telefonica Gastropub that's in the Plaza del Zapato in Tijuana, and so they brew some beers over there, and they brew some beers over in Bay Park, and the beers that are brewed over in Tijuana, you can only get them there. So if you want to go try those beers, you have to go across the border and go try them there. And the beers over in Bay Park, they take them over to Tijuana. It's much easier to cross beer over to Mexico rather than having Mexican beer come over here. So that's just how they do it. And let's get to the beer. So this is Pan A Flores. It's a beer, I believe, brewed for the Dia de los Muertos, but we'll read it right now. And it says it's a porter with cajeta, cinnamon, Mexican chocolate, and coffee. It is 7%, and we have a story right here. It says Pan A Flores is an ode to our city's patron Saint Diego. Legend has it Saint Diego performed a miracle when he took bread from the monastery to feed the poor. He was questioned on his way out of the convent, and miraculously, when asked to open his robes, the bread turned into flowers. The story of Saint Diego's bread to flowers, or Pan A Flores, is the inspiration behind our holiday release. This expertly crafted strong porter is brewed with cajeta, cinnamon, Oaxacan coffee, and Mexican chocolate to a truly festive holiday ale. So that's the story, and I actually didn't know that story. So that's pretty cool, and I believe we are ready to open the beer. Sweet, there we go. So just from up far, I get a little bit of the roasted malts in it, and just a little hint of coffee. Then up close, oh, I get a lot of cinnamon. That smells delicious. There's like cinnamon and chocolate, and a hint of coffee in there too. It smells really nice. Ooh, I'm excited for this. All right, well, cheers. This is review number 40. Wow, that's really nice. It's got a lot of flavor going on. It's a lot of cinnamon, a lot of chocolate, a good amount of coffee. It kind of reminds me of the Stone Chocovesa and also the Insurgentes version of Chocovesa. You know, the Mexican hot chocolate stout, and that one's usually brewed for like the Christmas season, and looks like this might be more for like winter season, maybe not exactly Dia de los Muertos, but I was giving it a wild stab and I hadn't even read the story, so but that's nice to know. It's nice to learn something new about San Diego. And yeah, I'm very impressed by this beer. It tastes really nice. It's pretty light. Probably since it's a porter, it has like light-bodied mouthfeel, and it's not it's not viscous at all. It's not thick. It's a little refreshing. It's pretty nice for this weather that it's getting kind of cold. Um, just thinking of like some hot chocolate or like some coffee with like cinnamon sprinkled on top or something like that. Definitely very easy to drink. I like this. Um, South Norte, they've only been open for like a year. They opened last year, and um, maybe like no, it's been like 2 years now, and they already won a GABF medal for their agave lager. Um, and it's crazy because they didn't even have like an actual spot when they won the medal back in I believe they won the medal in 2017. Excuse me, and I believe they had only been open for like a few months, and like the brand itself. So it's pretty crazy how as soon as they open, they already win like such a big medal. It's like I think it was a gold in like loggers or something like that. But it's just a huge achievement for a brewery that just started, even though the brewer comes from Coronado Brewing. But it's just like him doing his own thing now, and just hitting it out of the ballpark right away. And fun fact about the lagers, so that's one thing that they don't brew over in Tijuana. They can't brew lagers because they can't make they can't filter the water that well to make the lagers that they want. So because all the tap water over there is not filtered, um, pretty much all the water over there is not filtered. So it's um, it's pretty hard for you to get your hands on good quality water to make good quality lagers. So all the lagers for this brewery are currently coming out of the Bay Park location, and they just ship them across over to Telefonica Gastropub, and that's hopefully that's an issue that they can resolve soon. But this is a great this is a great an example of great Mexican flavors. You have it says it has Oaxacan coffee. I'm really not too much into like describing like actual coffee, but I can say that this coffee is like pretty nice, very like roasty, chocolatey, earthy. It goes really nice with the cinnamon. It's a it's it's a lot of cinnamon going on in here, but not in a bad way at all. It's actually a very great cinnamon profile. You get a nice like smell, and just reminds you of like just hot chocolate with cinnamon, or maybe even like kind of like French toast, just like that kind of cinnamon in it, and the flavor is not that strong. It's not overpowering. It's not a cinnamon in your face kind of beer. Um, it's definitely there. It's very nice, and but it's not like crazy strong. So it blends really well with the coffee and the chocolate. Um, it makes for a great combination of adjuncts in this beer. I don't think I've had that many beers from South Norte. Think I've only had their Si Senor Lager and their No Gui Mango IPA, and I wasn't really impressed by those beers. But luckily, I decided to try this one because this one definitely shows me that they're a top notch brewery for sure. Yeah. I'll definitely be buying more bottles of these with the holiday season coming up, and it'll keep me warm. And I would suggest that you guys definitely try this beer. It's it's a Mexican American craft beer, so it's pretty cool. It's a first one to be on both sides of the border. So hopefully there's more craft breweries that will be able to do that. And even though, not to say that Mexico doesn't have its own awesome craft beer movement, but just so that we can get like some San Diego or some American craft breweries down south to Mexico, and share the craft with them. So hopefully that continues. But so I think for this beer, I'm honestly very happy with it. And I think I would give it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. I'm just wishing a little bit more of like a thicker base, more like a stout. But as a porter, it's a marvelous porter, and all the adjuncts are tasting great. I didn't fortunately I didn't really taste like a cajeta. I feel like it must have like been kind of dying down with the cinnamon and the coffee. So maybe a lot going on in there, but we'll see as it warms up how it tastes. Maybe it'll come up towards the end, but yeah, I think 4.5. Pretty happy with this beer, and yeah. So beer news. Going to volunteer for a beer fest this weekend, and I don't really think I have that much going on this week, so I'll just think I might just see. Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I'm filming this on Wednesday, and tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So, to everybody, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Uh, don't drink and drive. Call Uber, Lyft, and just have a good time. Spend it with your families and your friends, whoever you cherish. So, with that said, I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.